Hi everyone, and welcome to MathSux. This video is going to help you pass algebra. In this video we're going to combine like terms by using the distribution property and by looking at a question with negative coefficients. When do we combine like terms? We combine like terms when each term has the same variable and the same exponent value. So for example, we combine the terms 2x plus 3x because notice 2 is being multiplied by x. The same exact variable that 3 is being multiplied by, also x. So to combine like terms, we just add 2 and 3 to get 5, and then we keep that same variable that they have in common. So let's look at some other examples of combining like terms and decide whether or not we can combine them or not. So our first example, so first we have 2x plus 3xy. So remember, we need the same variable and the same exponent. So notice 2 is being multiplied by x, okay, and now 3 is being multiplied by x, but it's also multiplied by y. So because that y is there, it's not the same it's not being multiplied by the same variable anymore, and these are not considered like terms. No, are the following like terms. So this is not these two are not like terms. So let's look at another example. 2x plus 3x squared. So here we have 2x again, so 2 is being multiplied by x, and 3 is being multiplied by x again, but this time the exponent is different. It's being squared, so it doesn't follow this. So it's the same variable, yes, but the same exponent, no. So these are not like terms. And now let's look at one more example. 2x squared plus 3x squared. So 2 is being multiplied by x squared, and now 3 is being multiplied by x squared. So they have the same variable and the same exponent value. So yes, we can combine like terms here. And when we do, we get this is equal to 5x squared because we're just adding 2 plus 3 and then adding on that common variable they have, which is x squared. So this is just a little summary into how to combine like terms. Now we're going to take a look at the distributive property, which tells us when a number or a variable is outside the parentheses, we end up distributing it and multiplying it to each term inside the parentheses. So a times b plus c is really equal to a times b plus a times c, which is stated right here, ab plus ac. So let's now look at an example where we combine like terms and use the distributive property at the same time. So we have x minus 1 times x minus 1. There's different ways to multiply this, but let's do this using the distributive property. So we're going to be multiplying each term to each term. So if we multiply x times x, we're going to get x squared. And if we multiply x times minus 1, we're going to get minus x. Now we're going to look at this term, this minus 1, and distribute that. Minus 1 times x is minus x. And then we're going to multiply minus 1 times this minus 1, which gives us plus 1. So when it comes to combining like terms now, we have the standalone x squared. There's no other x squareds in this answer, right? So we're just going to leave x squared alone. And now we have, notice we have two x values. So we can combine these. So this is really says minus 1x. This is like a little 1 here. Minus 1x. So minus 1, we get minus 2x. And then this is the only standalone number, only whole number we have here. So there's nothing to combine. And we just have a plus 1. And that's our answer. So we have one more question for the distributive property. This one's a little bit trickier. We have n parentheses m plus n minus parentheses 3m plus 2n. So I'm going to rewrite this because what happens with these subtraction problems before parentheses is that there is a little invisible minus 1 here. So let's just rewrite this whole thing now with our minus 1. We have m plus n minus 1 times 3m plus 2n. So what we're going to do is just distribute this minus 1 to the rest of the equation. So this is really, so this first part of our equation stays the same, m plus n, and then now we're distributing this minus 1 to the right side of the equation. So we have minus 1 times 3m, so this gives us minus 3m. And we have negative 1 times 2n, which gives us minus 2n. So let's rewrite our equation again. This time we're going to drop the parentheses here, so maybe this will be easier to look at. M plus n minus 3m minus 2n. And now we just need to combine like terms. So we have an m here, and we have an m here. So this is really 1 minus 3. So 1 minus 3 will just give us minus 2m. And then over here we have n's to look at. So we have a positive n minus a 2n, which will just give us minus 1n, or minus n. And so we get our answer, we put it all together, minus 2m minus n. And that's our answer after we combine like terms. So if you're looking for more questions just like this, check out these practice questions on the next slide. The answers are up on my website, MathSux.org, if you want to check your answers. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and subscribe. Happy calculating! Need more practice? Check out MathSux.org for more questions, link below. Also, don't forget to subscribe. Happy calculating!